can see here I have 3 separate bowls laid out because this wholesale order, she wants nude lip glosses and clear gloss, and one of them is going to be for mixing my nude pigments, and then the other one's going to be for a clear gloss, and then the other one is going to be for the actual nude gloss because I'm going to mix my pigments separately. So I have 30 tubes laid out here because I did sanitize them off camera just because the process would take long. So you always want to make sure that you sanitize your tubes. Also, I have my 60 milliliter syringes that I have sanitized as well and let them dry so I can just make sure I have everything set up off camera so this video doesn't get too long. I know I showed it previously, but this is my TKB Trading Oil Fusion. It has different oils in it, and then since these will be crystal clear glosses, then you want to use an oil that is clear. So instead of using like castor oil or anything like that with a greenish tint, then you want to make sure that you use a clear oil such as organic coconut oil. So I have my pigments here from TKB Trading. I have a brown and I have a white because she wants a light brown nude lip gloss. Then I also have my stoppers here that I have sanitized, and also my caps. Now, instead of pipettes, I use straws to put on the end of my syringes. So you'll see how I do that. But let's get started. First, I'm going to take my TKB Trading Versagel base. I'm gonna open it up, and I did get the 3-pound one just because these are wholesale orders. And I'm going to put some in 2 of these bowls. Squeeze some there, and then I'm going to squeeze some in this bowl because I'm going to go ahead and pre-mix these with oils so that I will have the base, and then when I get ready to add the pigments, then I will already have that base mixed. So I'm going to take a amount of oil fusion and squirt it in the 2 bases, and then also organic coconut oil. Squirt that in there, and then you want to make sure that you mix them really well so that you have a good consistency base. And the reason why I like to use plastic bowls is because after every gloss that you make, you can throw these away. They're disposable. You won't have to keep washing bowls and contaminating them and everything, cross-contamination, all that kind of good stuff. So you want to make sure that you have your base mixed to a good consistency that you like. You do not want to put too many oils in the pigment one because you're also going to add liquid pigments. So once you have it mixed to a good consistency that you want it, depending on how thick or thin you want your gloss base and your glosses. At this point, you can put whatever scents you want to in there, but we're not going to worry about scents for this wholesale order. She didn't want any scents, didn't want to have to worry about anybody being allergic to anything such as coconut scent, besides it just being, you know, coconut oil or any type of apple scent, different things, strawberries, like that. So now in this bowl, I'm going to mix the pigments and get a nice brown nude. So I'm going to take a couple of white drops and put it in there, and then take the brown. We're not gonna put as much brown in there because we want like a light nude. So once you do that, I know that looks like very, very little, but you're going to stir it and see how it comes out. So of course you're probably going to need more than that. So we're going to add more white and then a little less brown and stir. You want to make sure that it's stirred together really, really nicely. So now we're getting a good, nice light brown. So this is going to be the one for my nude base. So we're gonna take that, switch bowls, take this spoon, gonna scoop it up and put the pigment in there. So that way we're able to stir it together. I know a lot of people use like a lot of pigment in a cup, maybe easier so they can pour it, but we want to make sure that we don't overdo it our first go round. I'm gonna move this over here since that's clear, and so now you have that pigment in the base and we're gonna stir it. Plus the nude pigments are definitely overbearing, like the lip gloss pigments. They're really, really strong. So see how we just put a little bit in there, but it's creating a lot of nude gloss. You can see that. And since she only wants 10 nude, then you don't need to do much anyway. Make sure you have it stirred in there good to have the nude pigments mixed together. And that is coming together really nicely. That color is so nice. How about that? And see, it turns, once you add another liquid, it also turns your consistency different. So that's why you don't want to put too much oil in the beginning, because once you put another liquid in there, then it's going to change the consistency of the gloss. So now I'm going to take a pair of scissors and I am going to cut the end of one of these pipe cleaners off. That way I can add it on the end of my syringe. Like this. To make it easier to distribute the lip gloss inside of the tubes. A lot of people either suck the gloss base up this way, but I'm going to pour it into the top since it's a nice runny consistency. So you take some, or you can scoop it and just let it go down in the tube like this. So now that I have a little bit in there, I am going to take the end of the syringe, and I'm actually going to do it this way because you will get some air in there. So you want to push all that air out. So make sure you have it over your bowl. So once you push that air out, then it goes back into your gloss base. So now you take this and you put it inside of your tube all the way to the bottom. So that is what the straw is for, so it reaches the end of the tube. And you want to start pushing, push from side to side so you can make sure you fill it up all the way and start filling up your glosses. Like that. Be careful not to overfill it to the top, because once you fill it, you're going to have to put that stopper in there, and if you fill it up too much, then it's gonna make a mess and get everywhere. So there you have it. All 10 of your nude glosses are done inside of their tubes with the caps. So at this step, you're definitely going to want to put these in a gloss bath and sanitize these again. So now we're going to work on our clear gloss. So I have a new syringe. If you want to, you can clean out the other one, but for clear glosses and nude pigments and everything, I'd rather just have a whole another syringe, just so none of that pigment won't get into your clear glosses. And so I'm going to do the exact same thing. These are just regular clear glosses, and the other 10 I am going to make are going to have little hearts in them. So I'm going to make the regular clear glosses first, and then I will be adding the ones with the hearts. But you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put your gloss base mixture into your syringe. Make sure, and you can use the same pipette, you know, for a couple of different glosses, because you don't need it cut that long. So make sure you have it on the end there. You have your gloss in your syringe. You take the top, make sure you insert it, and make sure it's over that bowl, so when you release that air pressure out, then you don't lose any of your gloss. And you're going to do the same method. You're going to start at the end, and you're going to fill your gloss. See? Crystal clear. How can you do that? Oh, that's the end tubes. With this next batch, the good thing about making clear glosses, if you do not have any scents that you are cross mixing, is number one, that you can use the same syringe because you're using clear gloss, and number two, when I add the little hearts in this gloss, I won't have to change anything, no bases, no different scents, anything like that. So I can literally just open up the glitter or sequins. If you can see that, they're little tiny red hearts, and just add them and sprinkle them to the base. Don't overdo it, because you don't want to do too much so that it ends up getting clogged inside of your syringe. But that is what that looks like. Since you already have your pre-mixed base, then whenever you just add the hearts or the glitter, sequins, whatever you're adding, you can just go ahead and put it in your syringe and be good to go. So if you can see what that looks like with the hearts in it, it's very, very cute. It just adds some aesthetics to your clear gloss, so that way they'll look a little bit different, be really, 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 really cute. Good thing about the 60 milliliter syringes is because these hearts are small, they fit through the hole pretty good. Some people already take the hearts and put them in the tubes and then just pump clear gloss in there, but since these fit, then it just goes straight on through just like the clear gloss and pumps right on in there. So how cute is that? It just has little hearts. If you're using something bigger like rose petals, I do suggest going ahead and putting them in the tubes because it will fit through the hole, so that way it doesn't get stuck when you're filling your gloss tubes. But since, like I said, these are really, really little, again, it just kind of goes right on in there. So I'm going to finish filling these and placing the caps on, and I will show you guys the finished look when I am done. So you guys, I am finished. I've taken off my gloves because I am finished filling the tubes and putting the tops on them. So this is what the ones with the hearts look like, if you can see that. So you have these 3 glosses, very, very easy, simple to make. We have the clear, an aesthetic one, and a nude one. So give this video a thumbs up if you like this tutorial, if you like these glosses, and if you want to inquire about wholesale, then just send me a message or an email. I will include my email down below, and just let me know you're from YouTube and you're inquiring about wholesale. I may start selling jars of pre-mixed gloss base, scents and everything like that. So guys, give me a thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.